Do I have a referral code? Yeah, tell her it's the girl that passed out while she was tattooing my elbow. My like distress response was to just fall asleep. My body's like, this is really painful, just go to sleep. A part of my tattoo I don't even remember because I just fell asleep. But here's what we're building today. So here is the keyboard. Dual toned, so you can see the pink inner, and then you have the purple outer. So it looks like all the foam is in there right there. Comes with the stabilizers. There is a knob right here. And then look at the back. So it is a paw. Oh, this is actually soft. Not the entire thing, just the toe beans. Just the paw. This starts at $99. So the bare bones edition was a group buy, and that was $79. The assembled edition is $99. If you buy the assembled, it comes with switches, keycaps, comes with everything you need. So the purple one comes with cherry profile PT, but the pink and the rose is a DDA made with PC plus ABS material. So this one comes with the PBT, and this is the cherry profile, but then this one and this one come with DDA. It's like a round top instead of the square top, and then it's a mix of PC and ABS. So two-tone board, it comes with a stabilizer. There is a right hand, top right knob. It has a blocker to 65%, so you will have an arrow cluster. It's very curvy. I guess that's like a common theme you see with like cat or dog related boards, is they seem to have a very curvy design language for whatever reason. So there is a weight with a paw, and this paw part, the toe bean part, is actually silicone, so it's soft. You want to touch it. In a way, it almost acts as like feet as well. While you have these protruding out, right, you also have this to prevent it from sliding. But this does not protrude as far out as the feet. So here you can see the diffuser. This is also where you would put the ears on top. So centered USB port, and then here's the front. So this accent inner weight, this pink one, you can see it's elevated throughout the case. So you see it at all angles. And then the other boards are like this too. Neat. It is a screwless case design. Screwless meaning like there's no visible screws on the case. I see the 4 up top, 2 on the side, and then also 4 on the bottom, so a total of 10 screw points. This is plate mount stabilizers, which I'll take it apart and we'll see. There are no standoff points in the middle. As you can see, it's all on the sides. So you have the diffuser here, but it's also per key. RGB. It's really bright. But it looks like you have a choice of keeping it like this, or you can put the ears on. So if you don't want the ears, you don't have to put it on. I feel like obviously you want to put on the ears, but this diffuses pretty well. But here's what the earpiece looks like. It's actually hollow. So this piece has this metal frame part, and then it also has this acrylic piece or PC piece. So it's neat, but it's not just a straight line across. You can see that there's this curve right here. So this part, the ears, hug the case, so it's not just like a straight line. And I'm guessing they do that so that because there's no screw point in the middle, they made it so that at least these 2 points will hug it really tightly. You don't have to worry about like the middle sticking up potentially, or having to like put a screw point there. You do want to be careful not to screw it in too tight so you don't crack anything. Pretty neat. Pretty novelty. It's interesting that they give you 2 choices, whether you want to just do a plain diffuser like this, or if you want to do the cat ear. It is a sleeve gasket mounted board, so you can see all the gaskets mounted here. And this thing is foamed up. So it's interesting because the anchor points are screwed in from the back, not the front. There's no screws on the front anchor points. As you can see the screws on the back for the anchor points. So you have the bottom case, and then you have the weight on the back, and then you this is the accent piece. This gray one is for the top RGB part. So that's what this is for. These are the two batteries in case you want to go wireless. And this is for the PCB. For the gaskets, it just fits in. The only thing that kind of helps you align the plate and the PCB are the anchor points using the top piece. There's nothing really to align it in place other than using the top accent piece like this. And you can see the places on the plate where you can align it like that. So because there's like no actual like anchor point, you might have to adjust the plate, especially for the knob, to make sure it doesn't rub against anything. So the two switches we have here, we have these pink ones and we have these green ones. So it looks like this is the pink Lotus Linear, and then this is the Sprout green tactile switches. So for this switch, top housing is palm, bottom is palm, stem is UPE. It does have a light diffuser. It kind of looks like a Marandi switch. Actuation force 35, operating force 50, bottom out 60. It is a double stage spring and it's factory looped. Pretty cute switch. These are the switches that you can get with the keyboard. And look, the switch case is actually a paw. See that? I'm okay with linears factory looped. Tactiles though, I think that's like a different story. So these are the Sprout switches. So top and bottom are both palm, stem, UPE. So it looks like the switch is the same material in terms of housing. Operating force is 37, bottom mouse is 45, actuation is 35. These are also double staged. The springs on the tactile ones are going to be slightly longer by 4 mm compared to these, but these are also factory looped. So both have the light diffuser here. You can see the diffuser piece. If you push up on this, you can actually just like pull it out like that. My very first like exclusive group buy that I got to be a part of was the MiG 65, and it was also like the first board I bought that was like really expensive. Most of the boards I hadn't paid more than like 300. Finally get the board. It's amazing, but then I strip the screw. I didn't realize it was a star and I was using a different one, right? And I was trying to build it on stream too. I was like so embarrassed. I ended up having to super glue it to get it out. I spent a couple hours like trying whatever I could to get the strip screw out. I took like a bit piece. I put super glue on the edge of it and then I just like put it in, waited for it to dry, and then I was able to like twist it out. So apparently I was not the first one that had issues with it. I was not the only one, but I was the first one. After I stripped it, Perry was like, oh, I'm just going to ask Popcorn to send out like replacement screws, right? And then the first time I met Popcorn, I was like, oh, thank you Popcorn, like for sending me out the screws. And she's like, oh, so you're the reason why I had to send out replacement screws. One of my first times like meeting Popcorn, and I was like, I'm so sorry. Okay, so I would say that I would probably use this with foam. I think without foam, it does sound like a little bit hollow. If you like that sound, that's what it sounds like. I would probably use the switch foam. It's just like a preference thing, but I personally would use foam with this board. If you're buying this board, the stabilizers, they're plate mount stabilizers, and I would recommend clipping and maybe re-lubing, retuning. The stock stabilizers weren't the best, but I mean, it's one of those things where like, at least it's a plate stabilizer so you can take it out easily. But of course, I would recommend tuning your stabilizers regardless. This does have tri-mode connectivity. There are 3 colors. You can buy the barebone kit starting at $79. There is a tri-mode, a flex cut and non-flex cut PCB, so 2 PCB options. And if you buy the assembled one is $99 for switches and keycaps. So this is what I have. I have a purple unicorn, but there's also a dark blush, and you have the wild rose, which has the red bottom and like a cream top. But if you get the assembled edition, the purple unicorn comes with this one, and it's PBT keycaps. So this is for the pink and black one, but then this one is going to be cherry. So cherry, it's going to be more of the square top, but then DDA, it's more of a circular top, as you can see. But yeah, so depending on the color you get, the keycaps will change. Here is the 2 switches that you can get. The switch material is the same for both. Top bottom is POM, stem is UPE. Both double stage springs, except the tactile one is slightly longer. So Canon Keys has it, but if you're looking for like the in-stock one, fully assembled is $99, and then bare bones is $79. So this one you will still need switches and keycaps. Okay, but yeah, that's the board. Thank you, Utrev, for sending it out to me, letting me build it. I appreciate it.